evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Wrestle Talk. We're here at El Mariachi in Maynardville, Tennessee, and I'm Joel Lawson along with Dave Jones. Dave Jones, good evening. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Good evening, JoJo. How are you?
Doing great. Good to see you.
Wondering how your butt is. You don't have sore butt syndrome, do you?
I don't have that. I don't know about Jerry Thunder, but not me.
I don't either, man. Now, I've heard there's a bunch of people reacting to that crazy stuff, man. That was just I was having fun, Jerry's a good guy, I guess, I just was saying, and whatever, and all this. I assume they're just saying, he's fell down, broke his crown or his butt or whatever it was that happened to him. So, hey, Jerry, get well. Sorry about that.
We had this precious woman on Facebook reach out to us. Her name was Juanita.
Juanita?
Yeah, she reached out to us, and she said, why in the world would that guy, Dave Jones, pick on an elderly man for?
I wasn't picking on him. I was just poking some natural fun, just, having a little fun, like you and me do, I'm just all the time like, hey, Joe, get a haircut, man, stuff like that I say all the time. Just nothing big, I'm just funning around.
Well, I hope I can believe Dave Jones, and as a matter of fact, I've heard that, I don't know if it's true, but I heard that Jerry Thunder's nursing home warrants were bringing him over here. So I don't know if that's true or what the deal is, but the wardens in the nursing home. That's what Jerry Thunder calls them, the wardens in the nursing home. Yeah.
I think that's against. They don't take people out at night. What would they take him out at night for? He's been in bed probably for 2 hours.
Jerry Thunder might sneak out. You never know about Jerry Thunder. Ain't nothing for him to sneak out of a nursing home. He did at the Big Daddy Boo Memorial event. He snuck right out of the nursing home and came.
Is that how he got there?
Yes.
Hey, Miss Juanita and all the rest of them. Sorry about that. Call Jerry and tell him. Make sure he's up at the resting home there, and then call me. Call JoJo. Let us know. Jerry's doing fine. I heard his butt's almost completely better now. So
yeah, well that's good. I'm glad that you know all the details of the.
I'm just taking off of what I've heard there. You told me that, I think, didn't you? Didn't you say?
I believe. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
His butt's better, and we're wishing him well.
Well, Dave Jones, speaking of the Big Daddy Boo Memorial event, I see that you have some DVDs with you tonight.
I do.
And you can actually get these DVDs from the Big Daddy Boo Memorial event through Agenda Home Video, and those are $8. And if you would like to get a DVD, message Dave Jones on Facebook. You can message me, or you can message the Wrestle Talk page or the TWF page. That's $8, and that includes shipping, and you can have the Big Daddy Boo Memorial event on DVD.
And that's absolutely right. And speaking of that event, we're looking for some more events coming up, right?
We are looking for some more events around the winter time. We're waiting to hear from a couple of our venues that we have spoke with, and by the end of November, we're going to have a definite date and venue for the Toys for Tots event. And we'll have all that information to you before the end of November, so be looking forward to that. We appreciate all of you joining us every week. Dave, this has become an early cult classic on YouTube.
Well, that's all right with me there. I'm just glad we get to get out here and we get to have a little fun there. And you drink beers and the other thing you drink too. So we're just all having fun here. Nobody knows what's in my cup.
Yeah. Well, Dave Jones, we got a big show coming up tonight. We have several guests with us here. We also have some of our great fans of Wrestle Talk here with us tonight. We had a person drive all the way here from Virginia to be here tonight. So, how about that?
We're from Virginia. Hey, Virginians. Yes. I used to watch your TV show. That wasn't that a Western? That guy.
I think so. Yeah.
Shooting them Broncos and busting whatever it was.
Well, Dave Jones, the Big Daddy Boo Memorial event was a little under a month ago, and that was a great show. We remembered a great man, Big Daddy Boo, and Big Daddy Boo will always be remembered here in the Maynardville area as one of the dirtiest managers in the game, but he was one of the top managers here in the Maynardville area, and his legacy will be remembered from that event on, and we certainly appreciate Lance and all the folks that were a part of that event, the TWF, the Tennessee Wrestling Federation, and we're excited to have more events. We're certainly working on that. Around the springtime, we're going to bring more shows to Luttrell Park, and we're looking forward to that too. And we like to see, I believe we had a little over 200 at the event that we had at Luttrell Park the last time. So during the springtime, we love to see more than that.
Oh, absolutely there. And it's, as Joe said, we're working on a deal before then. It is going to be an inside show, right?
It will be an inside show. It's a little bit cold outside, but we are looking forward to all of these events coming up. And as I mentioned a few minutes ago, Dave, we have a lot of guests here today on our show. And Frankie Lane is not here tonight, and neither is Lance Blaze. Lance Blaze is not here tonight.
Who's here?
I've heard that Lynn Storm was going to be here tonight.
Lynn.
So as
Lynn, you need to protect me.
We need protection. We need to have someone coming out to the car with us tonight. But Lynn Storm was a part of this incident that happened last week, and it was mentioned last week by Lance Blaze that his and Lynn Storm's cars were manhandled or messed up or something. Something happened with their cars, and they were unable to be here last week.
And Jerry Thunder had something to do with that. I will bet.
I bet Jerry Thunder had something to do with it.
I'd like to be able to ask him about that.
But Lynn Storm is here tonight, and we're going to get the truth out about what happened last week.
That's what I'd like to find out.
And we also have Jay Diddy. He's going to be here again this week.
Jay, man, he's my man.
Brandon Stoned, whichever it is in the house tonight. So we're looking forward to that. Also, we'll see Sehi and all the folks at El Mariachi here. So wrestling fans, sit down in your house and grab that remote control and throw it across the room. Don't take it off. And go grab your favorite sandwich and drink, because we'll be back with more Wrestle Talk in just a moment.
Hey, buddy. You tired of messing around with that old punk of junk?
Heck yeah!
Are you tired of throwing money and wasting it away on parts that just won't fix it?
Heck yeah!
Why don't you run on down to JV Auto Firm down in Madisonville, Tennessee?
JV?
JV, they got some awesome cars down there, great prices. Only thing you have to do is call you a tow truck, get down there right now. You see it, you try it, and then you buy it.
Hey, is this JV? Come get me. JV.
Hey guys, it's Rowdy Ron. I'm out here in Massville, Tennessee, right off of 411 Highway. I'm at JV Auto Farms and 411 Automotives. I'm so excited to be here today. Tell you about all the great deals. You eye it, you try it, and you buy it.
I'm so glad you choose this little white '09 Sierra. You're going to be so happy with this thing. And if you've got anybody else, send them on out here. We got stuff ranging from $29 all the way up to $5,900. And we got higher end stuff like this 15 Murano Platinum Edition.
All I like is I can take this and right now.
It's yours, buddy.
Oh, thank you, Miss Vicky. That burns. Oh, so bad. Let's start it up.
You'll be real happy, sir.
Welcome back to Wrestle Talk right here on YouTube. It's the hottest show on YouTube, I've been told, Dave Jones.
I hear you, man. It's well, say he turned that thermostat way up when. What you telling me it's cold for, man?
I know, right? Well, it's freezing outside, but
it is.
It's so hot in here, it's smoking, Dave.
It is.
I tell you. Ladies and
smoking.
Something is. A couple of weeks ago at the Big Daddy Boo Memorial event, we saw the Intergender Championship on the line as Jay Diddy defended his title against the great Violet Adams. And as you all know, Violet Adams won that title, and she's been the champion for almost a month now. And Jay Diddy carried that title for over a decade. A decade? Man alive. That's a long time.
It's over 10 years, ain't it?
Your hair color changed in over a decade.
I've been slowly dying up there, saying I'm going blonde. I have more fun now.
Yeah, that's right. Well, Jay Diddy has certainly been one of the most popular stars in Maynardville wrestling, and him losing that intergender title has not stopped him. Actually, he's talking about more matches, of course, and he's made a challenge to Violet Adams, I've been told. So who knows what can happen, but joining us right now is the great Jay Diddy. Jay Diddy, how are you, sir?
Gentlemen?
Welcome to the show.
How you doing, my good friend? How you doing, Dave Jones?
How you doing?
What's on your necklace here? Let's see.
That's another wrestler, you know. A gentleman by the name of The Undertaker. He's a huge Diddy maniac.
He's a Diddy maniac.
He's a huge Diddy maniac.
He's the mayor of Knox.
No, that's his brother.
Mayor of Vestal.
The mayor of Vestal, yes. And Jay Diddy, welcome to the show. Thanks for being here tonight. We were talking about a moment ago your reign as the intergender champion over a decade. Now, I think I asked you last week, but how does one keep the intergender champion or any championship for over a decade?
Well, it's quite simple. You never defend it.
Yeah.
You hang on to it, and also
How can I think of that?
the company just kind of went, and I just held onto the belt.
Now, did the title collect dust and all that?
No, absolutely not.
Did you keep it shined up and clean?
Does your girlfriend collect dust? No, you keep polishing it.
I guess
that's
so.
a bad analogy.
Yeah.
I rubbed. Never mind.
He's got all the techniques over here.
Right.
Well, Jay Diddy, we are looking forward to another opportunity for you to challenge Violet Adams for this title. Now, Violet has been going all over the place here in East Tennessee with that title, and she is certainly one of the most popular intergender champions that we've had.
Second most popular.
I'm the
most popular.
The most popular.
Yeah.
But you carried the title for a long time.
That's a long time.
Absolutely.
Now, Jay Diddy, we've been told, and this is rumors, but we're going to have other belts that we're going to be introducing to the fans in TWF, including the Wrestle Talk Championship. And I believe Dave Jones is going to challenge somebody for the Wrestle Talk Championship. I don't know if that's true.
Now, I'm not 100% sure that I could beat Violet Adams, but I will absolutely go out there and give my all. But I know that I can take Dave Jones.
Are you sure?
Mostly.
I thought it was. I was talking about a talking match.
Oh.
Now,
Well, you better specify on that, because if it's supposed to be a talking match and I walked up and cracked you with brass knucks.
It's wrestling talk, so we just talk through.
I'm glad I'm between these guys. Well, Jay,
I wasn't. Hey, he's still intergender champion in my mind.
Oh, yeah, he's sucking up now.
Well, last week we're told, of course, that you were here, but your vehicle would not stop. Tell us about that. What happened?
Well, I was driving down the road and I just pushed on the brakes. I was like, and I said, "Oh, I can't say the word, but first you say it, then you do it." Next thing you know, I tried to pull into my parking spot and I jumped the curve, ended up back out in the road, and I was like, "Oh, thank you, Lord."
So, what happened to your vehicle, and have you found any evidence of it being tampered with, or what has happened with your vehicle?
Well, there was a witness said there was a bald gentleman with a hat, not you, with a goatee. Looks like he's about 125 years old. They said he was caught taking the master cylinder off the car. But thankfully, my good friend Adam was able to put a new one on there, and now she stops just like clockwork.
Well, I guess taking a master cylinder is easier than taking a stop sign. I don't know.
I don't know.
I ain't saying anything in particular, but I'm just saying taking a master cylinder off a car, and your car did not stop.
Nope.
Well,
it's kind of like the Diddy Mania Nation. It did not stop. It bounced the curb just like the Diddy Mania Nation.
Well, Jay Diddy, let's talk a little bit about Maynardville wrestling history. So we had lots of events here at Maynardville. And Jay Diddy at one point in time trained to become a professional wrestler right here in the Maynardville area. Before that time, you were a huge Maynardville wrestling fan. So tell us who were some of your favorite wrestlers up here?
Well, some of my favorite wrestlers. You talking about like local talent?
Yes.
Well, one guy I really looked up to was the gentleman by the name of Lynn Storm. Mm-hmm. Lynn Storm, he's like one of the best. Lance Blaze, one of the best. And of course, I was always a huge fan of like the Mongolian Stomper. Mm-hmm. He terrified the HE double hockey sticks out of me. But
sticks.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm wearing his minister hat, so I don't need to use, wordy dirts.
Yeah.
But yeah, see, the Mongolian Stomper, then I got to train with Dr. Tom Pritchard. Mm-hmm. So, I looked up to all those guys.
Not a whole lot of people say they've actually trained with Dr. Tom Pritchard, and I remember being there in those times when you were training at the arena with Dr. Tom. Dr. Tom is, of course, one of the most sought-after wrestling trainers in the world. He's trained The Rock. He's trained so many other people.
And he's trained Jay Diddy.
How about that? Well, Jay Diddy, you certainly have started, as far as in wrestling, you've started in the right direction. And over the years, you've won lots of titles. You've competed in lots of matches. So, speaking of some of the bad guys, some of the dirty guys, who is the dirtiest, cheatingest wrestler you've ever been in the ring with?
Dirtiest, cheating wrestler I've ever been?
Yes.
Probably none other than the Doctor of Desire himself, Brandon Thomas.
Brandon Stone?
Brandon Stone.
Brandon Stone? Yeah.
Brandon Stone, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe that. I certainly do. Well, Jay Diddy, as we mentioned over the years, training and being in the ring with Dr. Tom Pritchard, the Stomper, Jesse Ellis, Brandon Stone, Lance Blaze, all these guys, you've certainly had a great career in professional wrestling. And a lot of fans don't know this, but here in the Maynardville area, a lot of these characters, once the Maynardville wrestling ended, unfortunately, those characters and those wrestlers kind of hung things up. Did you hang things up after that was over, or did you continue wrestling?
Well, I took about 10 years off. Mm-hmm. And then whenever my mom passed away, you know my mom.
Yes.
Whenever she passed away, I started thinking, I would kind of like to get back into it. Mm-hmm. And so I started working out, and you can tell with this body, I don't do steroids.
Definitely, yes.
And so I got...
You and I are on the same diet, it looks like.
Absolutely, so. The seafood diet. Anything I see, I eat.
That's right, yes.
But, I got back in the business, and ever since 2016, I've been averaging one match a year.
Yes.
And I won most of them, but, I don't want to talk about the boxing match in Rockwood where I got knocked out. We ain't going to talk about that one.
Well, Jay Diddy, you've certainly had a great career, and Dave Jones and I have been around for that career for quite a while, and we certainly appreciate you being here on the show tonight, and we certainly appreciate the opportunity to be a part of the match that you had with Violet. That was a wonderful match. It was a great match.
It was absolutely.
I could have, the ending could have been better, and what bothers me the most, don't get me wrong, like I said last week, I like Violet Adams.
Yeah.
But, when you get in the ring, there are no friends. Mm. But not only did she beat me, and yes, she beat me. I'm not going to make no excuses. She beat me. But you know what else she done? She beat me at the submission.
Yeah.
And see, I'm the submission guy. I'm the one that does the submission holds, and she beat me at my own game.
He put me in a submission hold one time, and I could not get up. I was passed out.
It was the Oliver Twist.
The Oliver Twist, yeah. Most definitely. Well, Jay Diddy, thank you for joining us tonight on Wrestle Talk. And a lot of our fans who watch the show have messaged us, and they wanted to see you back on here. So,
I want to say thank you to all the Diddy Maniacs, all the way from Glasgow, Scotland, to Perth, Australia.
Yeah.
I want to say God bless you guys, and thank you for being a Diddy Maniac.
Hey, he's got friends in low places, Dave Jones. I tell you.
I would say, man.
And it's El Mariachi Tea is awesome.
All right, you heard it from Jay Diddy, yes, sir.
I wonder if that Juana Eater's Diddy Maniac.
I believe so.
I know Juanita. She works at that diner down there.
Juanita.
Got that boyfriend named Barney.
Barney, yes.
Yeah.
Juanita.
Juanita.
There we go.
Yeah, nobody wants to hear me sing.
Well, Jay Diddy, thank you for joining us. And wrestling fans, we're going to go to a quick break, and we'll be right back with more right here on Wrestle Talk. Welcome back to Wrestle Talk, and Dave Jones, what a great thrill it was to have Jay Diddy here on the show.
I agree, man. He's 100% there. He's a good guy. I hope he gets that title back. I know he's missing that. Sorry for him, but who we got next?
Well, before that, Dave Jones, I like your shirt here, Skating Polly.
Yeah, it's just a band all right.
I think I heard them on the way up here. They're pretty good.
They are.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, last week here on the show, there was a mysterious disappearance on the part of Jerry Thunder, and Dave Jones was questioned. And when I questioned you, Dave Jones, last week, you seemed to not know anything about it. But I had lots of fans who messaged me throughout the week, and of course they told me that you sent a message to our Facebook page, but in reality it ended up on the comments. Now these comments from you, Dave Jones, ended up making us speculate that you had something to do with Jerry Thunder's absence last week, and there's some commotion.
I absolutely had nothing to do, nothing.
What in the world? Jerry Thunder is here. Guys, we need to...
Sit down.
Jerry Thunder is
Jerry,
here.
Jerry.
What is this?
Jerry, I'm
Well,
glad you made it.
I was coming up through Knoxville. Saw this guy sitting on the side of the road holding a sign. Hungry, anything will help. Well, I stopped and told him McDonald's was hiring, scared him to death. He jumped up out of his wheelchair and left.
You took an old man's wheelchair.
No, I didn't take it. I found it on the side of the road. He left it.
Found it on the side of the road. Give me a break.
Anyway, I brought it for Dave Jones because he's going to need it.
Me? Jerry, all that stuff. Hey, man. Hey, wasn't that funny? It was funny. I thought you didn't
Yeah,
you like
it's
it?
funny, yeah.
It's a broken
I've
butt.
got
Who
a
has
few
a broken
surprises
butt?
for
You
you,
don't
my
have
friend.
those.
Well, these two have a score to settle. Dave Jones, you told me last week here on the program that you had... Our security's here. I hope they can keep us apart. You're no farther than about 2 feet away from...
What the heck's that?
What in the world? Anyways, fans, it's going to get wild, real wild here in a minute, right here on Wrestle Talk. Dave Jones, you were telling me last week that you had nothing to do whatsoever with the mysterious disappearance of Jerry Thunder. And Jerry Thunder, you're here this week. We want to hear the truth about what happened to you last week.
Well, first of all, I didn't disappear. I've been on a recruiting mission. As you know, Highwayman Frankie Lane was here.
Yes.
And he told you about the Tennessee Thugs?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm one of the original members. And I've been out recruiting the other original member. So there's going to be 4 of us back together again.
4 of them? He told us there was 3. 4 members of the Tennessee Thugs. Who is it, Jerry Thunder?
It don't matter who it is. Just remember that he'll be here at the next show.
We already know it's the White Scorpion, the Highwayman Frankie Lane, and Jerry Thunder. So who could this other person be?
You just have to wait like everybody else and find out.
Did you see something about a black scorpion on the...
I saw a video
They posted something to the
on
page
our
there.
social media page from the Black Scorpion. Does that have anything to do with
I
this?
deleted it and it come back. You didn't undelete it, did you?
I did. Yeah, he was on there talking about the black scorpion, and the white scorpion and the Tennessee thugs. And I wonder if there's a spike in that Walmart bag up there.
Well, no, there's not a spot. I was nice enough to leave it at home. You want to know what's in the bag?
I was just looking.
Are you up for a challenge?
It's a nice bag. I don't need a challenge. It's your bag. Just have fun with it.
I'm a nervous wreck in between these two. There's
You want to get up and move?
There's a lot of heat right here in this
right there.
small area between these two. Now, you guys behave yourselves. We're right in the middle of a restaurant, and we don't want
Got
any
a few
wrestling
challenges
matches.
for you. You want to run your mouth when I'm not around? Excuse you.
I'm trying to look.
All right. This is what's
What
going
in
to
the
happen.
world?
I can take this wheelchair, zip tie you to it, shove you out the middle of Manorville Highway. That's your first option.
No.
Your second option is I can make you look like JoJo.
No, that one's out. That's
You don't like that option?
No, that doesn't.
All right, then
That's what you did to
this whole
me.
thing of tea. And
you could
or
also
belts.
get in the ring with me.
get in the ring.
Yeah.
And,
you want to run
wrestle?
your mouth? Let's do this man to man.
Dave Jones, he took those clippers to my head about 15 years ago, and you see the result.
Same
It
ones,
never grew
too.
back.
Same ones.
The same. It looks very familiar. Yes.
We
looking for a
can
plug.
work
He's
things
ready
out.
to
We
give
can
you a
work things
haircut
out.
now.
down here.
All right, so I tie you down to this wheelchair. What am I supposed to do? I roll you somewheres with
I'm
the
going to
wheelchair.
tie you. I'm going to
Me?
zip tie you in it and shove you out the Manorville Highway. That's your options. Or you get a haircut.
Highway.
You know, the main highway going through.
And it took me the best part of 10 to 20 years or more to grow all this hair, so that's
He's found an extension cord here. What are you doing, Jerry? I already got a haircut. I don't need a haircut.
Then you might want to move.
What in the world are you going to do? We can't have any of this going on here in El Mariachi. Come on.
Where's Daddy? Where's Storm
All
at?
right, he's ready to use these clippers.
You got an option.
Yeah, what was it? Three.
4?
2, 1, 4. Number 4.
He wants number 4.
Number 4.
All right.
Number 4.
Number 4.
Wait, did he did. So number 4 is like none of the above.
None of the above.
None of the above.
Dave Jones, we both could look the same on this program next
Yeah, I'll
week.
take none of the above.
None of the above. None of the above. Yours.
He's got a plan. He's got his cell phone out here. You know how to use one of them
Well,
things?
I know with this
I
trick.
stole
That's
it at the nursing home.
Stole it. I believe
none
it.
of the above.
Yeah.
Some weird person he's gonna call.
He's got the president
Hello.
saved in his phone. Who in the world is he
Hey,
calling?
my friend. And you're willing for this
is
fourth
it?
option. You agree to it.
Wait a minute. What? A date with who?
Well, it's a date, all right, but you willing to go through with
A
it?
date.
Yes or no?
What? Not getting haircuts. Not getting thrown out in the highways.
No. Nothing happened to you tonight.
Yeah,
good
that's
to
the
hear.
one. That's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one I want.
So you agree to it.
Yeah. Wait.
right.
What else is he talking about?
All right. Hold on. Our next show that we have, you're going to get in the ring with the Pink Panther. Don't
Pink
touch
Panther.
that. Stipulations.
Wait a minute. The cartoon thing?
You can call it what you want.
The Pink Panther.
It might be a he, it might be a she, and it might be an it. But you're going to get in the ring with the Pink Panther.
I don't know. The Pink Panther. I know the Pink Panther. Hold on a minute. You're talking about the Pink
The
Panther.
Pink Panther.
I feel sorry for you.
Is that code for something, or
You agreed to it.
is it somebody in a Pink Panther?
So this is the stipulations.
I was agreeing to not
If
the
you
other
beat
stuff.
the Pink Panther, you get to pick what happens to me. Anything you can think of. Diapers, dresses, pie in the face, I don't care what it is. But if he beats you, I get to pick the stipulations.
Wait a minute.
And I'm not going to tell you what they are till after you get the stuffings beat out of you. One match, 10-minute time limit.
10 minutes?
You can run your mouth for 10 minutes. I know you can. You've been
Wait,
doing it.
is this like the Wrestle Talk Championship? So I'm just talking to the Pink Panther. I don't.
No.
The Pink Panther
He wants
can't
to just
talk.
talk to you. No.
Wait.
Not going to happen, Liz.
How do you spell last testament and will? What?
You
You'll
going
have to
tire
get
and
that set
feather?
up.
Tire and feather, maybe.
Tires and feathers. Father.
Tar and feathers.
Tar and feather.
You understand Maynardville, right?
Tar and feather.
Tar and feathers.
Wait. Oh, wait. You
What a
mean
match
that?
that's going to be, Dave.
Wait. Cold tar, right? And
No.
soft feather.
We might use soft feathers. How's that?
You were talking about that
You
hot
agreed
tar
to it.
stuff. I didn't agree to nothing like that. Jay did it.
Yeah,
Where's he
it's
at?
Yeah. He don't have a choice now. Because he already agreed to it. When's the show going to be?
I thought I was watching
We're going to find out by the
cartoons.
end of November when this event will be. So we will have a
You
date.
wait that long? You going to Google where he lives just in case he drives around town?
I know where he lives. I'm not giving any addresses out, though.
No, I don't live there
Alright.
anymore. I
We'll talk
moved
to
to
you.
every place. No place.
We got you
Someplace.
covered, brother. Now,
Wait, we're watching cartoons, right? It's Pink Panther cartoons.
you wish.
You
Now,
know who this is, Joe?
back to the Big Daddy Boo
I have no
Memorial.
idea. Yeah, so let's talk about
Something important
Let's
besides
talk about something.
sweat hog.
let's talk about that scene that we saw at the Big Daddy Boo Memorial.
Scene,
What
you
is-
saw the demon and Jerry Thunder do what we said we was going to do. We beat the stuffings out of that gay Cavalier group we brought
The
in.
Forsaken Angels Guild.
That's what
yes.
it said, the gay Cavaliers.
Sean Brooks and Douglas Sanders, yes.
You can call them whatever you want to call them, but I call it like I seen it.
Yeah.
Anybody crossing the ring with me wearing that stuff, acting like that, is the gay Cavaliers.
What? All I saw was a referee that could have been paid off. As I mentioned last week without Scorpion, you should have gave that referee yellow and black stripes instead of white and black stripes. 'Cause that referee was yellow-bellied, and he was paid off by you guys last week.
That's the first time I've ever seen that referee in my life. So that's your all's referee.
Billy Goat. We're talking about Pink Panther, now we're talking about Billy Goat. We ain't never seen a referee named Billy Goat come on anywhere.
You guys brought him in, not me.
Yeah.
If I'd have brought my own referee, it'd have been a whole lot different.
They would have been able to cheat more. I think. That referee, I don't know about that referee.
I've never cheated in one match in my life, not one time.
I had my glasses on and I had my contacts on too, and I saw a few things happen out there.
You
But
saw me do a few things.
I did, yes.
You didn't see nothing if you had your contacts and your glasses on.
That referee needed my glasses. So.
That referee, that's one of the best referees I've ever seen.
Yeah. I don't know about that. Jerry Thunder, you and the Demon had a rough and tough match, of course, with Forsaken Angels Guild. And one of your old nemesis was out in their corner, the likes of Bobby Raines. Bobby Raines was in their corner. And I've seen plenty of matches with you and Bobby Raines over the years. And it seems like in all those matches that you guys had, that it was very rare that you didn't cheat in those matches. Was he prepared for your cheating antics the other night?
He was so prepared, he was afraid to get into the ring with me.
Yeah, I bet.
He
Yeah.
used that excuse that he was sick and he stayed outside the ring.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't step in there, he didn't interfere. He was chicken.
Well, Jerry Thunder, as I mentioned earlier, it's on video. Dave Jones has it on video. We saw everything that happened, and I don't know if I agree with what you're saying or not. I really,
Well, you never do.
yeah, I don't know about. And Dave Jones here, he's every single week on the program. He's been here. He's been Mr. Honest, Mr. Integrity, and last week there was this accusation of him coming to the nursing home and greasing your wheels on your wheelchair, and I think I see some grease on the wheels over there.
Come off his hair when he. did that.
Well, he's been using those clippers to
Your
clip his own hair.
Maybe it was my hair. You've
You've got the remedy for your cooties.
Is Dave Jones going to have a haircut like yours
He's
next
going to
week?
look like me and you.
Oh, man, alive. Well, what a sight that's going to be. Dave Jones,
Hey, you know,
I feel bad for you,
We
my
might
friend.
even leave a yellow streak down his back.
Hey, Jerry, let's negotiate. I mean, you know, hey, we were having some
He
fun.
wants
Me and
to
Joe
negotiate.
was kind of, you know, carrying all of this stuff, and I was just playing along. I knew he was on
It's
the.
past
on the-
8:30. I got to get back to the nursing home before they figure out I stole the bus.
You stole the bus.
How else do you think I was going to get here?
Well, the orderly was here earlier looking for you, and the orderly said that he watched the video and you snuck out of the nursing home. Some pretty blonde-haired nurse or brown-haired nurse or somebody pulled you out of the nursing home. And how'd you do that? Your Social Security came last
He
week.
only sees what he wants to see when
Yeah.
I want him to see it.
Yeah.
But hey, Jason, I was just saying, let's start over. No hard feelings, and you and me could probably be good.
What on earth is this? Well, I guess
Trying
this
to
is
smother you, Joe. Don't breathe in the bag.
Dave Jones. I look better than you're going to look in a few weeks, so I don't know. Fans, I don't. I don't know if I believe the fact that Dave didn't have anything to do with Jerry's disappearance. And who did Jerry have on the phone tonight? And there was someone on the phone, and I've seen the Pink Panther. And yes,
TV
I've
show,
actually
right?
song the Pink Panther. I really
Peter
have.
Sellers and hey, I can do like that guy. What's his name? That Kato guy. Hong Kong food. It was on the movie. And he goes.
I think he needs some shock therapy.
I don't know. Wrestling fans,
We're still cool though, right, Jerry?
Jerry Thunder ain't happy right now. I don't know.
We're just having fun, all right?
Well, you heard it from Jerry Thunder. A challenge has been made to Dave Jones for the next event. And Dave Jones is risking getting tarred and feathered, in the words of Jerry Thunder.
Hard.
Tarred and feathered.
Tired. I'll be real tired, and I'll put my head on
Maynardville.
feather bed.
Yes, Maynardville style. Dave Jones has that risk, but what risk does Jerry Thunder have when he loses that match?
Yeah.
You got one stipulation, so what's the other stipulation? What's your stipulation?
Wait a minute. So I just, what I do, I just push this guy in the suit down and one count, half a count. He doesn't even have to hit the 3.
I don't know if it's guy in the suit. I believe Pink Panther is an animal.
A real animal?
It's an animal. Yeah.
Good Lord. You're right. Oh, gosh, he's bringing
Is that getting too tight?
Yeah.
He's bringing one of them skinned cats, isn't he, that don't have no hair and they look all pinky, like a shaved cat.
Yeah, it could be. Wrestling fans, things are going to get crazy right there at TWF Wrestling, and you heard it from Jerry Thunder, and he is groaning and everything else over here. He's upset with Dave Jones for some reason, and things can get crazy right there at TWF Wrestling Toys for Tots show, I tell you.
Still
And
tied.
thanks to the little lady that took up for me,
Juanita.
Juanita.
Yeah. Did you pay her off too?
No, I did not. I don't have to pay my fans
And
off.
who in the world is the Gray Foxes?
You may see them. I'm going to invite them all to be at the next show we have.
So we're going to have a Gray Fox rally out there, ain't
That's
we?
right.
Oh my goodness, man alive. Well, Jerry Thunder, I don't know if I really am looking forward to seeing the Pink Panther again. I'm kind of nervous about that. Plus, how in the world are you going to escape without him shaving your head tonight?
I gave him my word nothing's going to happen to him
Those-
tonight.
Yeah,
Those,
see,
clippers
he's a
are
man of his word. And me
Plugged
too.
up still.
Those clippers are not plugged
My
in.
put 'em
word
away
is,
finally, yeah.
you and me are still buds, Jerry. We're just like that, peas in a pod, man. You and me, we're cool. We're cool. We'll just
Don't
stay.
push it up.
I don't know if I believe that, wrestling fans, but you heard it from Jerry Thunder and you heard it from Dave Jones, and I'm in the middle of all this chaos. Can you believe it? It all is going to break loose, as they say, at TWF Wrestling coming up in December. And what are you doing messing with my cup for? What are you doing? That drink cost me a lot of money. What in the
There
world?
you go.
Drinking it.
Drink
That's
up.
a perfect waste of a good drink, Jerry Thunder. Come on.
Bye,
Wrestle-
Jerry. You're a good guy.
Can you believe
Appreciate
this?
you.
Why didn't he do anything to your drink?
He didn't. That's my drink, didn't he?
Wrestling fans, things has gotten wild, real wild here on Wrestle Talk, and we'll be right back in just a moment. I can't believe he did this to my drink. Shucks. Dave Jones, I still cannot believe that he put something in my drink.
You didn't drink it, did you?
No, I didn't. Not after that.
Thanks, so.
He put a big spit wad or something in my drink. I just cannot. But he didn't mess with your drink. You're the one that made him upset.
I don't understand that. That was just. He's got something against me. I don't know what.
So just to get it out there, we know the truth that Dave Jones did not go to the nursing home. He did not grease the wheels. Not unless Jerry Thunder just had his forgetful moment and forgot that it happened. But
well, no, it didn't happen. I mean, he remembered that I didn't do it. That's the important part.
But Jerry Thunder had these clippers, and he said on our way out, my head's and yours head's gonna look the same as his.
He's upset. I think what I call him a dummy or something there. And Jerry, I'm really sorry about that. It was just, I hit some of the wrong keys there. I had my home row messed up, so I was doing something weird.
And how about this person he had on the phone, the Pink Panther? I've seen the Pink Panther firsthand. This is not a man in a costume. This is an animal.
An animal?
And the Pink Panther on the cartoons is all friendly and nice and everything else. But this Pink Panther, I've seen this Pink Panther use chains and brass knuckles and spikes and everything else.
What is this?
He's an animal.
One of them hybrid Maynardville animals.
It sounds like somebody from Maynardville, probably. I don't know. Could be.
Yes.
But also, he talked about this fourth member of the Tennessee Thugs. So, who could this fourth member of the Thugs be? And I'd be nervous. I'd be having to lie outside my home and everything else at night. They know where you live at and everything, Dave.
Well, what was the day of that show? I'm sick that day.
We'll find out the last week in November. And wrestling fans, you'll want to see it.
Do it by Zoom.
Zoom. He's going to be there by Zoom.
Yeah.
He's going to be there in a virtual way. Well, Dave Jones, I feel bad for you.
Who else we got out here? I mean,
well, as of
just off my mind.
last week in Wrestle Talk here at El Mariachi, we have a call from Lance Blaze last week. He let us know that him and Lynn Storm's car was messed up. Now, Lynn Storm is here tonight, and he's going to be joining us right now. Lynn Storm, welcome to the show. First of all, congratulations on your victory in retaining the TWF Tag Team titles. Now, you and Lance Blaze have been the TWF Tag Team champions for a long time. And, of course, you guys were with J-Mac that night, J. Diddy in your corner, and you guys beat the likes of Charles Long, Mike Ogle, and Tripp. And, again, congratulations on your victory.
Well, thank you, JoJo.
And you beat them up all over. You beat them up in the playground up
It
there.
ain't nothing for us to do 2 or 3 at the same time. I mean, I'm just telling you, buddy. We can put it on them like Donkey Kong.
Yeah, I saw that out there, yeah. And you guys still have these TWF Tag Team titles. And is there any challenges that's been made to you guys? Like, I know a lot of people, the Demon and Jerry Thunder. The Demon, he was on the show a couple weeks ago talking about challenging you guys for those titles. You think those guys have a chance?
No, no chance at all. That Frankie Lane was last week. I seen him on your show last week, running his mouth. And I got to hand it to you. You stepped your program up. You had Jerry Thunder on there. It's a step up from Frankie Lane,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I just have to say, buddy, Jerry Thunder is a good athlete. You know, I used to wrestle with him a long time ago. He's a tough guy, but they ain't going to fill our shoes.
He's got a nice side somewhere, don't he?
Yeah, you got to find it, though. You got to really find it.
I've been searching for it for a long time. So you and Jerry Thunder were tag team partners several years ago here in Maynardville. It was Jerry Thunder and Lynn Storm. 2 of the worst weather incidents in the world. A thunder and a storm.
That's right.
And how in the world did you deal with tag teaming with Jerry Thunder?
Well, Jerry Thunder, well, you've got to get to know Jerry Thunder. I mean, he's got a good side to him, but you've got to find it. You've got to find it.
Did you see all that cheating he did back then?
I didn't get to watch that match, so no comment on that one.
Well, Lynn Storm, last week your car was manhandled and messed up. Something happened with it, and we were told early this past week that everything was fixed. Your car was fine the next day. We've also been told there was video footage of someone who might have went to your home and messed with your car. Is that true? Who could it have been that messed with your car last
Well, I've got a good idea, but I don't know. There's talk about Jerry Thunder did that.
Could it have been Jerry Thunder? His presence not being here last week was kind of a mystery. And, of course, Dave Jones was accused of greasing the chair, the wheels on the wheelchair and all that stuff. So
you know me, Dave ain't that kind of guy. You know what I'm saying.
I'd like to believe that, yeah. Well, Lynn Storm, again, as we mentioned, you and Lance still the tag team champions in TWF. Now, as I asked Jay Diddy earlier, how can a team be the champions for over a decade?
Well, it's hard to keep that, but you just got to work hard, Joe.
Yes.
You've got to work hard and keep it up.
Well, Lynn Storm, tell us a little bit about your career. Of course, you began your wrestling career here in the Maynardville area. So, who were you trained by? You know, we asked Jay Diddy. He was trained by Dr. Tom and Lance Blaze and some of those. So, who were you trained by in professional wrestling?
Well, I was trained by a couple. I was trained by the Boogie Woogie Man. He was out in Kingsport.
Yeah.
A little bit. Rick Connors. That's
Rick Connors.
The main two, yeah.
Yeah. Rick Connors certainly one of the trainers in the area. Actually, Rick Connors did a lot of work with the Macho Man, Randy Savage, when he was around this area. So, Lynn Storm, you've been one of the top and roughest and toughest competitors here in the Maynardville area. And just to ask you, who was one of your toughest opponents as the years have gone by?
Well, I'll tell you, I've had a lot of tough ones, JoJo. It would be hard to say, really, to pinpoint it. Charlie Long is one of the good ones. He was a good component, but he fell short, but you know that. I've had rough ones. I've had Mongolian Stomper up here at the Tyndall building. We even wrestled Rick Steiner at the LMU show.
Rick Steiner?
Was a good one.
Yeah.
That was Jesse Landale put that show on. That was a tough match too.
Well, going forward, Lynn Storm, you have a lot of teams that's after those tag team titles. And I've heard from several of those teams. And as I mentioned earlier, of course, you got the White Scorpion and the Tennessee Thugs. What do you know about the Tennessee Thugs? Do you know anything about that?
I don't know. I seen Frankie Lane cut a promo. Who's the Black Scorpion?
I'd like to know that.
I would too. But I'll tell you what, JoJo, just between me and you, he'll be a Black Scorpion when I get done with him. Because he'll have bruises all over his head.
You hear that? Man
I
alive.
heard. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing for me to thump somebody, you know what I'm saying?
I've seen you thump some people in the past, including someone that we might have here tonight, Brandon Stone. Brandon Stone, of course, was in the corner of Charles Long, Tripp, and Mike Ogle.
I heard he had a restraining order against my partner last week. Did you hear anything about that?
So Brandon Stone has a restraining order against Lance Blaze.
Yeah.
We've been trying to find the truth to that because Brandon Stone said that Lance has a restraining order against him.
No, my partner called me last week and said that he wouldn't be able to come to the show for a restraining order, and Brandon's just yellow belly, you know what I'm saying?
Well, that sounds like the truth because usually when someone is afraid of somebody and they get that restraining order, the person that has a restraining order against them never shows up, but the person who has filed it is always around yelling and screaming and talking real big because that person can't get to them. So I believe that's true, Dave. I really do.
Sure thing.
Well, Lynn Storm, thank you for joining us here on Wrestle Talk tonight.
You know anything about a Pink Panther?
I don't know. I've heard something about that, Dave, but I don't. And no, I can't help you on that one.
Doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Well, Lynn Storm could certainly, you could have him in your corner.
After the show.
Oh, we'll talk.
Well, you heard it from Lynn Storm, and we're looking forward to this big event coming up, the Toys for Tots show, and your TWF Tag Team Champions, of course, Lance Blaze and Lynn Storm, the Tribe. And Frankie Lane called you guys an Indian tribe last week. I guess that could be true.
Yeah.
But wrestling fans, we got a lot more to come here on Wrestle Talk. Again, Lynn Storm, thank you for joining us tonight, and we'll be right back in just a moment right here on Wrestle Talk. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Wrestle Talk right here on YouTube on the Agenda Video YouTube page. And Dave Jones, there's a lot of videos on the Agenda Video YouTube page that the fans can check out. Getting down with Dave Jones and getting down with everybody else, I tell you.
Some of the old wrestling rounds are in there. You got the got that original commercial with my son there. You're going to jail. Everybody used to.
I remember that one. Yes. Well, he grew up now. He's taller than you are.
He is. He's 17, going on about 35 now. So he's.
Well, when it rains, it pours. Oh my goodness! Here comes Brandon Stone here in the set at El Mariachi. Who in the world let you in here? I didn't see your name on the list to come in here tonight.
There ain't no show unless I'm around.
Yeah. Well, Brandon Stone, Jerry Thunder's been here. Your friend. I'm surprised you guys ain't been in the parking lot out in Maynardville stealing stop signs.
He's gone right. Jerry's gone.
We don't steal. I've been talking to my buddy. I seen that little chicken scrap you had out here a while ago. You notice my chicken brother ain't here again.
Once again this week, Lance Blaze is not here, and I'd like to know why he's not here now. Of course, we heard from Lynn Storm that you have filed this restraining order against Lance Blaze, which would prevent Lance Blaze from being here at the... Because if he's here, then he could be arrested.
I don't know nothing about that.
So why have you been here and he's not been here? I'd like to know the truth to that.
Because I'm not scared. He is.
Right. I don't know about that, but Brandon Stone, as we talked about last week, you were in the corner, of course, of Mr. Excitement, Charles Long, Mike Ogle, and Tripp. And Jay Diddy was here with us a little bit earlier tonight, and he told us a few secrets. He said he got a few shots in on you at the show, and I was wondering what had happened. But
hit and run.
You brought that broom out to the witch's broom out to the ring with you that night. So, but anyways, going forward in the future, a lot more matches coming up. Could we see at any point in time a match between, to settle this whole restraining order, Lance Blaze versus Brandon Stone? Could we see this match? I know you're in retirement and everything else, but that's a match I would like to see.
See, I got tired of smacking him and Lynn Storm around.
Yeah.
And I just went into retirement.
I highly doubt that happened. I highly doubt that happened, smacking them around.
I used to do it just for fun.
I've seen them smack you around a few times.
You ain't done it.
Well, Brandon Stone, anyways, it could happen. Lance Blaze is pretty upset with you. He's not here tonight. I wonder what's wrong with his car tonight. His car's not, he's not here. His car's not here. He's not even in Maynardville right now.
Of course.
His family is here. His family's at home. Where in the world have you put Lance Blaze? Have you attacked Lance Blaze and put him someplace, or what's going on?
I never tell my secrets.
I think you have. I don't know. That's just my opinion. But anyways.
You know what they say about opinions, don't you?
What's that?
I can't say
You don't
right now.
say it.
Yeah, right. That's true. Well, Brandon Stone, I can't say that I look forward to seeing what Lance Blaze has planned, because he's probably got something planned, but this restraining order, when is it going to cease? When is it going to end? What's going to happen with it?
I've done told you I don't know nothing about that. I'm not afraid. I don't need no restraining order. I'd slap a taste out of his mouth if he walked in here right now.
Well, Jay Diddy, on his way out earlier, was stopped at the front door for some reason. Did you have anything to do with Jay Diddy being I don't know if he was attacked or stopped or what happened on his way out earlier.
I don't.
And you made your way in here about, what has it been, 5 minutes ago that you came in here?
I am straight and narrow as the day is long.
You picked up some woman's glass and threw it on the ground. She said she's ugly, and you picked her glass up and threw it on, messing with her food and throwing stuff all over the place.
The bottom fell out of her cup.
The bottom fell out of her cup. How in the world did you do that?
I got it like that.
Yeah. Well, Brandon Stone, things is going to get crazy around TWF, and you're right in the middle of it.
We're going to hurt people. That's what's going to happen.
I've seen it happen.
See myself out there with my boys, Charles Long, Trip. You're going to see some more of them. My buddy Jerry Thunder going to be taking care of some business. You better be ready. I mean, the Scorpion, Frankie Lane.
I know a good stipulation. So on the next match you guys have, you're in the corner with the manager, right? And if your team loses the match, you could kiss Jay Diddy's feet. That'd be a good stipulation. Brandon Stone kisses the feet of Jay Diddy.
I'll go with
I
it.
don't kiss feet.
No. Trust me, it smelled bad. So.
I'm sure.
But anyways, Brandon Stone, I wish you the best. I know that you have. I'm talking to you as if you're innocent, as if you don't do anything at all, and that you're this Mr. Good Guy, the poster child for integrity here.
Like
but
that right there.
Yeah.
Innocent until guilty.
I don't know if you guys believe this or not. I wish Judge Judy was here, because if she was here, she'd be able to look at you and know the truth. Yeah. I heard you and her were friends. What in the world's going on with that?
I got friends in low places.
Yeah. Well, anyways, Brandon Stone, thank you for joining us here on Wrestle Talk tonight. And hopefully next week we'll see Lance Blaze here on the program if nothing happens to his car.
Don't count on it.
And it's happened. He actually went and bought another vehicle this past week, and that vehicle's messed up. We've not even heard from Lance Blaze, so I don't know what's going on there. But fans, you'll want to tune in next week and find out. Well, Brandon Stone, thank you for joining us tonight. And we look forward to, or should I really say this? I have to. It's on the teleprompter. We look forward to seeing you right here on Wrestle Talk again in the future.
It's been your pleasure.
It's been our pleasure. Right. Wrestling fans, we'll be right back in just a moment right here on Wrestle Talk.
Hey, buddy. You tired of messing around with that old punk of junk?
Heck yeah!
Are you tired of throwing money and wasting it away on parts that just won't fix it?
Heck yeah!
Why don't you run on down to JV Auto Firm down in Madisonville, Tennessee?
JV?
JV, they got some awesome cars down there, great prices. Only thing you have to do is call you a tow truck, get down there right now. You see it, you try it, and then you buy it.
Hey, is this JV? Come get me. JV.
Hey guys, it's Rowdy Ron. I'm out here in Massville, Tennessee, right off of 411 Highway. I'm at JV Auto Firms and 411 Automotives. I'm so excited to be here today. Tell you about all the great deals. You eye it, you try it, and you buy it.
I'm so glad you choose this little white 09 Sierra. You're going to be so happy with this thing. And if you've got anybody else, send them on out here. We got stuff ranging from 29 all the way up to 5,900. And we got higher end stuff like this 15 Murano Platinum Edition.
All I like is I can take this and right now.
It's yours, buddy.
Oh, thank you, Miss Dixie. That burns. Oh, so bad. Let's start it up.
You'll be real happy, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Wrestle Talk, and Brandon Stone has left the building, and one of our great fans, Adam Hensley's here with us, and Dave Jones, you have something you want to ask him here.
Well, yes. Now I've heard so much about you there, Virginia.
Yeah.
How was the drive down here?
Good, buddy.
Good deal. I just meant to do this off the air, but anyway. Pink Panther repellent, do you know anything about that? Where I can
Repellent?
find that?
You can probably find it down at the dollar store. They sell it for $1 right down there. It's real cheap stuff.
There's a Family Dollar Tree, isn't there, somewhere around here?
I think they're both in one building, yeah. Pink Panther repellent. What
Yeah,
in the
you
world?
spray it's like
You kind of spray it under your
or
arms.
something. You
Is that
spray
kind of
it
like
on 'em and
ring rat away, or is that kind of like shark away like they use on Batman?
I never
I don't
used
know.
that stuff. But
I've never had to deal with a Pink Panther, so I don't know. I mean, that's your problem.
well, yeah, it is. I mean, hey, if it don't exist, can somebody invent it real quick?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, he's looking for his Pink Panther repellent, and hopefully we can find it. I think I'm going to need some of that too, because the Pink Panther attacked me a few years ago with some clippers. And I knew he brought them clippers out here for a reason. And the Pink Panther had those clippers and shaved all my hair off. It didn't grow back either.
You're kind of slick there, man.
It is. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hold on.
Pink Panther's
You
jury.
kind of got a shine. Let me fix my hair. Okay, thank you.
All right. Adam, you have joined us here tonight. You're one of the big wrestling fans here.
Oh, yeah.
And who are some of your favorite wrestlers?
Professional, I like Sting and all those, but I go to GCW down in Jellicoe a lot for local wrestling. But one of my favorite all-time wrestlers had to be Sting.
He's one of the best.
Yeah,
He is.
Well, Sting's one of my favorites, and of course you got connected with our TV show through YouTube, and you've came down here with your family here, and we appreciate that. We appreciate you watching.
We've enjoyed the show,
and
brother.
you're about big enough to walk us out of here, and
I'm so glad you came down.
talk him into being our bodyguard from this point forward. I don't
know about that. Got a bad back.
Yeah. Oh, we appreciate you, Adam, being here. And where are you from exactly? I know Dave might have asked you.
Lee County, Virginia.
Lee County,
At the
Virginia.
tip of Virginia, right there in Union.
Yeah.
That's that little one there.
Yeah. And nobody ever thinks about, just the tip.
Yeah, just the tip of Virginia.
Yeah.
Well, wrestling
It's
fans,
the lovers.
Dave Jones is going to be looking for his repellent, and I believe that we have a location where he could get that, but who knows what in the world's going to happen next week right here on Wrestle Talk. And speaking of that, the old clock on the wall says it's time to go. Thank you for joining us tonight right here on YouTube, Agenda Home Video, and Wrestle Talk. And for Adam, I'm Joe Lawson and Dave Jones. Thank you for joining us tonight on Wrestle Talk. Good night, everyone. Dave, I hope you can find some of that repellent.
Me too.
Good night, everyone.